affects your high school?
So when it comes to the ratio and gender, this is definitely a conversation that I've had a little bit with my calculus BC teacher a little as well. But starting out freshman year, very well, I can't even say very general. My freshman year was spent also at fundamental high school, which is a predominantly Caucasian population, not a lot of diversity in the school inherently. Um, and with that being said, definitely one of the only African American males in a lot of my classes, one of a small handful, which was more so a product of the population of the school, less so the rigor of the classes, as most of the classes were honors to that regular level. So very general, I'll say freshman year. But as I started climbing up sophomore and junior, senior year, sophomore year, it definitely started thinning out a little bit in my AP classes as definitely, it's a common statistic, I believe, but more so females taking those harder AP level classes, honors classes as well, and males of color, especially at Boca Chica High School, not all of them are on the same academic rigor and level as I personally try to strive to. And as a result of that, I was definitely one of a few in my higher level classes, but once again, the general classes, the easier classes, was a definitely more African American population. But I think the biggest difference can be seen in my junior and especially senior year with taking tasks like calculus, AP, and AP seminar and AP research. Within AP seminar, once again, was only part of a small handful of African American male students and predominantly mostly females, once again, in these AP level classes, especially AP Calculus and in senior year, AP Calculus BC, which is one of my more astounding uh, numbers, is AP Calculus BC currently at my school only has one class, and we only have, I believe, 12 people in the class, and I am the only African American male in my AP Calculus BC class. And in that class as well, we definitely have a bit of more diverse population, Asian, uh, Middle Eastern as well, and obviously our bit of a Caucasian population. But the AP Calculus BC class, as small as it is, we are very diverse, which definitely shows that getting to that level is something very super small handful of us were able to achieve. But it's something that I've always noticed, and been comfortable with being one of few African American males in my harder level classes. And I don't think of it or view it in any kind of in a negative capacity or negative way. The experience and others around me, they definitely affect the class that I'm in. However, at the end of the day, it is me against me and my rigor against myself, able to turn these assignments in, excel these tests, and get the help that I need. It doesn't necessarily matter to me who it's from. If I'm able to get that help and help others, that's where the true value comes to me. And the ratio and numbers of my classes, while it doesn't matter to other individuals, to me, I'm focused on attaining my highest level of education. And with that, I take those statistics into account, and has never really made me feel a certain type of way when I experience or understand that I'm one of only few African American males in my class.
So,
I'll definitely say the contrast between those populations and the demographic. Well, like I said before, the demographic itself never truly bothered me, and I was perfectly fine. I kept moving forward as myself. But I can say with confidence, not only with the cohort, but at Williams as well, having that community of individuals, African American and other islands alike, meeting those who share that same identity as me, just validates what a bit of what I've been through, and makes me feel as if not only that I belong here, but I'm one of many who succeeded and pushed myself against whatever was against me to get here. With the cohort, meeting students like Omar, just revitalizing and making me super energetic and infectious about pushing myself to these high level colleges where I can meet others like him, others who push themselves and are confident and true in who they are and what they want to be. It's actually really interesting though. At Williams, I was pulled aside on the first day by one of the individuals who was part of a predominantly African American house at Williams, and just they sat me down with a couple of the pre-frosh, and we just all talked about over our experiences getting to where we're at today and being able to attend this flying program. And we all found out we're all down from Caribbean lineage, from Jamaica and other places, Caribbean islands, and it was just really interesting and fascinating and fun to just bond with people. And I'd never met them before in my life, but I just felt like it was extended parts of my family, to say the least. We all just understood that fundamental fact about each other, that we are all the exception. We're not the individuals who you see every day, or they're not the stereotypes or anything like that. We all understood those things and how they came to be. However, we all knew and were experienced in being better. We had to do more than the average to get where we're at today. There were no easy ways for us to get here. We all worked our butts off to get where we are today. And seeing others like that, seeing others like that and others like that who validate me for being there as well. It's a feeling that I can't explain. It's just one that brings me a deep sense of joy and fulfillment, and being able to talk with them about all kinds of things just in a natural and homely way, made Williams College feel more like a home than Bogue Sega has felt sometimes in the past 4 years, if I'm being 100% honest.